In 1941, following the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt approved orders to create military training bases around the country. One of those bases was Bainbridge, built on 1,200 acres of land that had once occupied the Tome School for Boys in Port Deposit. More than 500 buildings were erected on Bainbridge between March and August of 1942. Over the next 3 years, more than 250,000 men and women went through intensive training at Bainbridge to prepare for service in World War II. Bainbridge remained a military training ground until 1976.
I went to boot camp November of '56, left here in March of '57. I enjoyed it. Everybody that I talked to who trained here enjoyed it. And they all seem to have the same stories.
They were very difficult to put on, so we had to make them wet before we put them on. Then they actually had them on, they kept stretching, and they almost fell off your shoulders.
Today, without an actual base to visit, the next best thing anyone hoping to jog their memory of the place can do is visit the U.S. Naval Training Center Museum in downtown Port Deposit. The tiny museum is overflowing with memorabilia that former trainees of the base have donated. But the museum's operating expenses add up to about $900 per month, money board members say is hard to come by, and the museum, like Bainbridge itself, has fallen into a state of uncertainty. Board member Wayne Hill says that without donations, the museum will likely have to move from its current space. He said he hopes the museum can last until the former Bainbridge site is redeveloped, at which point the museum could move up to the site. For more on this story, see Monday's Accent section.